What's up to all the viewers out there? Much love to all the subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Sean Shaw, and I'll be doing your reading for I'll be doing your reading for this new moon in Virgo, which falls on today. And before we get started, I just want to speak on this new moon energy right quick. So first off, the sun and the moon are both in Virgo, so this is double Virgo energy. And Virgo is all about the virgin. And so we have the opportunity to really put in the work necessary, carve out the fine details of everything that's necessary to birth our new reality and to birth our new self. To give, this is the virgin, going back to the Virgin Mary. So this is an opportunity to have an immaculate conception within the self, to birth the Christ energy within ourselves. And also, which is helping this new energy, is Mars. Because right now Mars is in Virgo. And Mars is all about fire. It's all about willpower. It's all about determination. And Mars is also about doing what's right and doing what's necessary. So again, handling the fine details and all the ins and outs of whatever it is that you need to do to birth the reality for yourself that you want, and to birth the new version of yourself. And then going into the fire aspect of Mars and how it ties into Virgo. Virgo is all about the virgin again, and it's also about purity. Not virgin as in, somebody who's never had sex before. That's a newer term. The true definition of virgin is being true, being sacred, keeping everything true, keeping everything sacred, keeping everything natural, naturally you, divinely you. And the word pure, it derives from a Greek term called pur, or pure, spelled P-Y-R. And pure, that's where we get the word in English, pyro, P-Y-R-O, which has to deal with fire. So really, purification means a cleansing by fire. And that's what Mars is coming in to help us do, to go to war with the ego, because the lowest aspect of Mars is the ego and operating under the ego consciousness. But the highest octave of Mars is going to war with the ego and everything that the ego clings on to, keeping us from birthing our true Christ itself. So a lot of us are experiencing ego deaths. We're experiencing transformation and now chemical processing in our internal worlds. And they've been showing up in the readings I've been doing. And me, myself, I've gone through a recent transition in the midst of doing the readings for this half of the month. So that's why I've been a little bit slower on releasing videos. I'm not moving as fast as I would like to. But again, it's all divine timing, You just got to go with the flow. But we here, so the new moon is today, so we right on time with that. So yeah, Mars, or Samael, his archangel name, which means warrior of God, and it also means venom of God or poison of God. And this poison or this venom is poison to the ego, again, going to war with the ego, to purge that out and clear that out by fire, purification, cleansing by fire, so we can once again embody our whole Christ itself, our true nature, Christ consciousness. And also right now, Pluto is still retrograde in Capricorn, meaning that this transformation, this purification by fire transformation, is going to get a huge boost with this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. So all our discipline, all our focuses, all the work that we're putting in is going to turn up. It's going to go to a new level. You're going to have new inspiration to make the necessary changes to create the world that you want for yourself and birth it into the physical reality. So with that being said, just give me a minute to bring the energy in and we'll get started. Thank you. We got temperance. We got the tower. And we got the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we got the Four of Pentacles. We got the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we got the Three of Wands. We got the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we got the Seven of Pentacles. Overall energy, we got the King of Swords. So with this new moon in Virgo energy, which is the mantra for Virgo, is I analyze. Again, we are, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. So we are getting higher communication from higher vibrations, our higher self, getting really receiving and processing intelligences from the cosmos, the planets, the stars, the constellations. Even if we don't consciously know what we're picking up. And also other high energetic light beings who like to see humanity benefit and evolve, who help humanity evolve. And again, through Virgo, give birth to their Christ itself and potential. This is also a stronghold on the mind state, being strong in the mind, being mentally tough through any type of challenges and adversities that we are currently going through. Having the courage to move forward and to continue to face fears and slash it away with the sword, slay it with the sword. And with the butterflies, again, transformation of the mind and of the mental activity, going to a higher level mentally, merging higher intelligence with the base brain intelligence. Ultimately, bringing in the funnel for your Christed energy to come in for yourself. And this is also you problem solving at a higher rate. If it has to do with material goals or spiritual circumstances or spiritual mysteries, we have a better understanding of spirit, spiritual activity, and the nature of spirit and how it correlates to the physical. And this is us coming into our new spiritual power as well with this King of Swords. Speaking our truth, being our authentic selves again with the purity of Virgo, and doing it at a high level, at a high clip, a high rate. Being concrete in it, being this is what it is with it. You know, there's no wavering, there's no on the fence about it. You want to bring in the new you and the new life that you want for yourself, and that's what it is. That's what's in your mind. That's your conscious mind is evolving. So it can further program the subconscious mind to create whatever it is that you want to bring in for yourself. There's been an upgrade on the conscious mind, the masculine way of thinking. And with this temperance right here, further symbolization of you coming into divine guidance with your higher self and source and spirit, aligning, being truly one with it, doing the internal alchemy work to further merge with it, learning throughout this whole process and going to new spiritual heights and again higher awareness and higher intellect, higher spiritual intellect with this crown in the background, hovering above these mountains. And we're sharpening our skills about balancing the two worlds, the physical world and the spiritual world, and walking in two worlds at the same time in the physical body. Again, really bringing in higher consciousness and higher awareness into the physical body. And with Mars coming in, bringing in the flame of awareness, burning off the ignorance that we once had, burning up all the things that we didn't even know was blocking us from bringing in our Christ energy. And this is also doing things in moderation as well. Again, a balance. We got the masculine and the feminine working together, pouring into each other, coming into perfect balance and union, being in that perfect flow state during this whole process. Then we got the Tower. Things are coming to an end. Old ways of being, old ways of thinking, old habits crumbling down. We no longer want to identify with who we used to be. Well, I should say we no longer want to identify with the lowest aspects of who we used to be. Again, this is an upgrade. You know, you're thinking, an upgrade in the mind and thinking. You're thinking like, that old shit is not for me no more. That old way of doing shit is not for me no more. That old partnership is not for me no more. So there's been a decent amount of separations recently. You know, being triggered by these cosmic energies and effects that are beaming into the world right now, beaming into the earth right now, and that we're all feeling inside. Because remember, everything that's out there in space is also inside of us. So it's like a mirror effect. And it's a big mirror effect. You know, these changes that are necessary, that you know you have to make, that your soul is telling you to make, you know, it's very obvious. You know, and if you still try to hang on to some shit from the past, you know, out external circumstances and forces is forcing that change, you know, so you can no longer be in that same spot that you were always at, and to continue to rise to your Christic potential. So this new energy is really coming in with a bang. You know, that old shit is going to be ashes. And when those old things do become ashes, it's going to free you up to be more flexible with your current path. It's gonna force you with this tower. It's gonna force you to steadily invest in self-development, going inside, rising, doing the internal work to rise in spirit with the grapes getting crushed and turned into wine. And it's giving you more confidence in yourself and in spirit, that everything that happens to you is of empowerment, is to take you to a new level. You're coming into, again, new levels of spiritual intelligence and understanding. No longer fearing any type of tower moment in your life. And knowing why it's there, knowing why it happened. And again, really focusing on your own endeavors. Like I said, some of y'all might have recently became single. Coming into this new spiritual awareness, going through this new transformation and this purification. And again, I spoke about divine timing earlier. We got the snail right here. Snails just go, they just move. You know, and some of y'all are getting out of the need to want to be with somebody, or to keep a relationship going that you know is already dead. You know, this Mars in Virgo is coming in to disintegrate all that, and that feeling, and that energetic frequency of wanting to stay in a connection that's not for you. Burning all that up, again, burning away all the ignorance of the ego. So you'll be more accepting of being by yourself and putting in this solo work, and it's all going to pay off for you. And giving you the time, and if you have gotten out of a connection that wasn't serving you, it's giving you the time to actually invest in yourself. Time is one of the most important factors in our life. What are you doing with your time? Now we're coming into a space where what we're doing in our time will be of benefit for us. And we got the Four of Pentacles. So this is us coming out of staying in the same box that we've always been, holding on to old habits and shit that don't serve us no more. Shit that's holding on to shit that's keeping us in place, with the Two Pentacles underneath the feet, underneath the Earth Star chakra. You're accepting everything. You're accepting the changes in yourself and in your outside world, and you're moving forward with grace and poise. And we got the Seven of Cups. Again, the ignorance of the ego, that the ego can project and create. And the confusion, any confusion that we've been going through, all that's being burned up and purified by Mars. All the fears about the future, burned up, disintegrated. You know, not feeling safe about what's next in your life, burned up. feeling like you are in the dark. The fear of not knowing everything at this exact moment, that's being destroyed with this figure right here in the dark, this person right here in the dark. Not knowing everything that's actually happening is not worrying you anymore. And with this Three of Wands again symbolizing if we had fears of the future or fears of what we want to bring into our life won't come or can't come for whatever reason, Mars is burning up all that fear. And this is us remaining dedicated to the vision of what we want to see come into our life. Staying stable in that mind state and in that energy. And letting the universe with these boats right here in the water do what it do. Delegating responsibilities to let things just unfold naturally and come back how we would want it to come back, even if it's not at this exact moment. And us being cleared of those fears and worries is freeing us up. And being cleared of past romantic connections that don't serve us is freeing us up again with our time and our energy to truly invest in the new life that we want for ourselves. Any multiple options that we see ourselves doing, we have the time now and the drive and the willpower and the analytical mind to make it happen, to weave it all together and make it happen. And to think it out thoroughly for the best possible outcome. And we got the Queen of Wands, more Mars energy, more fire energy. This is igniting more fire within us, more will within us, and more passion and optimism about our future. Again, we got a black cat right here symbolizing the darkness to go right with this band right here in the dark. No more fear of the unknown. No more fear of what's really happening behind the scenes. This is trust with the Queen of Wands, and positivity with the Queen of Wands, and balance with the Queen of Wands. Being good in the dark, turning uncertainty into faith, into positive energy to generate everything that you want to bring into your life. Acquiring more strength during this process. Because again, fears are being burnt away. Fears are being replaced with strength with these lions right here. And we got the Seven of Pentacles. So everything that we have been working for and want to see happen in our life is blooming, is growing. It's a process. There's growth happening. There has been, for some of us, there has been obvious growth in whatever we're working for, spiritually or materially. But we just haven't been really seeing it as such. You know, we might have a couple seeds sprouting from underneath the ground. You might be like, yeah, that's cool, but where the rest of it at? The rest of it is still underground, still growing too. Growth is an ongoing process. And again, Mars is coming in to correct the ego and to let us see what's truly happening. Let us have a feeling of knowing what's truly happening in the darkness, even though we can't see it. And again, this is also giving us more, Mars and Virgo is giving us more willpower, drive, and determination to handle all the details necessary to better maximize our results. Now we're about to clarify Temperance, the Tower, and the Nine of Pentacles. We got Judgment, perfect card for this situation and this energy. Answering the highest calling, answering your soul's highest calling, doing what your soul is telling you to do. Oh, really honoring the energies that are coming in. This energy of change with the Tower. Again, Pluto retrograde in Scorpio. Pluto, the Tower is ruled by Scorpio, and Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Doing what's necessary to navigate in great energy during these times of change and purification. Again, giving us more time to be more responsible to make the changes and manifestations happen in our life that we're looking for. And this is also healing. This is a great time with this Mars energy in Virgo. This is a time of healing in the physical body, healing the mind, the brain, which is part of the physical body. And it's also a good time to heal any addictions that we might have, especially sexually, with this Mars energy. And this is the purification of maybe like your past selves, with all these people coming out of the caskets, like the past versions of yourselves being laid to rest. You know, like this is the final installment of this deep healing of the old versions of yourself. You just letting that shit go, you know, no longer judging yourself for being less than perfect in the past, no longer holding that against yourself. A lot of freedom with this Judgment and this Nine of Pentacles. Now you're in non-judgment against yourself and loving yourself, loving the whole process, loving what you've been through, loving the actions that you've taken to better yourself. And the universe is coming in, and as you follow that and do that type of work, the universe comes in with the cavalry, helping you to manifest everything that you've been wanting to happen for yourself. Coming in with divine intervention to make things better for you. And at the bottom of the deck, we got the Six of Cups. So yeah, freeing yourself up, being in this childlike energy, this optimistic energy, this everything good can and will happen for me type energy, being comfortable in it. And this is also y'all calling judgment on a past relationship. Like I said, some of y'all have recently became single, whether if it was of your doing or if they broke it off for you. With this judgment, you're accepting it for what it is. You're seeing the big picture. You know that it wasn't for you ultimately anyway, even if your ego did not want to release it. Mars is coming in and going to war with the ego, getting the ego in check and bringing it to higher awareness. Now we're about to clarify the Seven of Cups. We got the Moon. It goes perfectly with this Seven of Cups. All the fears about being in the dark about certain situations, all the illusions, all the fog in your mind is being exposed to what it really is. Not real. Not real. And you're continuing to move forward on the path to where you want to be, to what you want to get in your life, what you want to bring into your life. Again, with this Virgo energy, really analyzing the mental processes that are slowing you, that will slow us down, that have been slowing us down in the past, really tweaking what we can do better and what we need to do more of, what we need to do less of, what we need to worry more about, what we need to not put so much emphasis on, etc. So again, our thought processes is upgrading and becoming more powerful, becoming more sharp, becoming more efficient with this King of Swords, becoming more powerful. And again, the moon represents internal energy, what's going on inside of you, even if you don't really know what exactly all is going on inside of you at one certain moment. So everything that we truly want, everything that our soul truly wants, is being illuminated right here, especially with this Mars fire. What we want is being illuminated, identified, and with Virgo, it's becoming priority. What your soul really wants for you is becoming priority with Virgo. And we're figuring out different ways to navigate to make this happen for us, making the necessary adjustments on ourselves to put us in better position to make it happen for us. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we got the Five of Wands. So any type of worry and anxiety energies that we might have, especially that being a shadow trait of Virgo, is being worked out. The light is being shown on it, is being shined on it, identified. And so is the solution with the King of Swords. So any type of restless energy, any type of wrestling with yourself, not knowing which way to go, not knowing what to do, it's an end to all that. Now we're about to clarify the Queen of Wands. We got the Four of Cups. And we got the Sun. So with the Four of Cups, again, like I stated earlier, sometimes we are being shown growth in our lives and in ourselves and everything that we're trying to manifest, but we don't be satisfied with it. Like I said, that's cool, but where the rest of it at? You know, I ain't worked this hard just for minimum results. You got to keep grinding. You got to keep putting in the work. You know, on this spiritual path, it's all about the alchemy, and alchemy is a very complex system which requires dedication and wisdom and commitment, full dedication, commitment, and patience and energy and effort. So the universe has been showing you signs that your shit is happening for you. Big or small, you know, no matter how big or small. But again, we've been impatient, you know, part of the ego nature. But thank goodness Mars is here to correct all that. And then it's also stating that the universe is coming in with exactly what you want, even though you don't see it yet, because you're focused on what you can physically see already, and not what's to come. And what you want is coming. We got it right here with the Sun card. Everything that you envision for yourself, everything that you envision yourself to be, you know, this is, again, baby Jesus, the Christ energy coming out, being birthed through Virgo. You're giving birth to your Christ itself with this baby right here, riding a white horse. White is a symbol of purity. Again, another Virgo trait. Purification, what this whole reading is about. So purification through that fire energy with the Sun, even though this card is ruled by Leo. But they're both fire archetypes. So your new life is coming into effect, growing. These pentacles right here are actually at the same time these sunflowers right here. New life, joy, new energy, new vibration. And again, more enlightenment. Mars coming in, or we can also throw in Agni, the Hindu version of Mars. In Agni, he purifies by fire as well. He actually makes sure the gods are all purified so they can come together and create ritual and ceremony with each other. So Agni makes sure that even the gods are right for spiritual evolution. Because, everybody needs discipline. Everybody needs structure, no matter who you are. So we're getting this is like the ultimate purification to go to the next level. Spiritually and financially, and everything that you want to experience in your life. This new moon in Virgo is a huge portal to burn up all the old and bring in everything that delights you and would light you up, everything that your soul wants to experience. And we got the sun and the moon coming out right here. So again, everything that could hinder you, that does not serve you, is being highlighted with this sun right here and burnt up away through Mars. And everything that you truly want is coming into play, coming into effect in your physical world. And also things that you do not see, that you haven't seen happening, that you didn't even think was happening. It's coming in for you as well with this moon card. There's a lot of there's going to be a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Auspicious circumstances happening by following your intuition at this time. Shit that you can't see but you just feel. Doing shit a little bit different. It's going to pay off big time with this sun card. So if you're thinking about doing something new, go ahead and do that. Virgo is the sign of the harvest. It's time to plant them seeds. And great things that you don't even see coming is coming for you too as well. With this moon and the sun. Bottom of the deck, we got the Page of Swords. So this is the winds of change coming in. And this is you thinking different as well about the whole situation. Again, no longer being limited to what the physical is showing you. More of going with your guidance. You see we got this flock of birds up here. It's like you're in birds, they fly together. It's like synchronicity. If you see sometimes if you see geese in the air, sometimes it'd be like 7 or 8 geese or whatever, but they're still flying simultaneously in a V shape. So it's like that, being in oneness with your intuition and the planetary energies that are hitting the planet at this time. Really bringing in the winds of change in a big way for you. And you're expanding your mind to think like that. To go with the flow like that. And again, more of an upgrade of the mastery and the wielding of the mind, the brain. Again, Mars coming into play with that ego correction. You're understanding more of spiritual processing. And what next to do. Now we're about to pull some cards on your love life. What this Virgo new moon is doing for love. We got stay optimistic about your love life. We got children. And we got chemistry. Bottom of the deck, we got deception. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So again, the ego is being tamed, enslaved with Mars, and especially the King of Swords. Getting rid of any fears about us not being with an ideal partner, thinking that it can't happen for us. Some of us are thinking that love won't happen for us, or it's too hard. You know, finding true love is hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. But again, it's all part of the process, all part of the transformation. You gotta transform within, keep transforming within to bring that love in that you truly want. You know, you being not so evolved spiritually, but you getting a partner, but you getting one of the greatest partners in the universe. That's not a match. And then on the flip side of that, you being one of these best romantic partners in the universe, attracting and being with somebody who is the opposite of that does not match either. So again, it's all in divine timing. Just think about this whole, it's all a process and steps taken to bring in that idea of love for yourself. And it's definitely coming in for you. And we got children. Your love life is being affected by children. Again, going back to the Virgo virgin energy. You got to heal yourself. Virgo is about healing as well. Continue to heal yourself. Continue to do the inner child work. Maybe identifying any type of traumatic experiences growing up in your youth that really affects you to this day, to be honest. And some things that you didn't even think was a huge deal actually is and was. And under Virgo, we're going deeper into analyzing all our inner weaknesses of the psyche and of the brain. You know, any false ideas that was put there by other people that isn't true, that disempowers you, that's being healed and repaired with Virgo and Mars in Virgo. So huge inner child reconstruction is being done right now. That joy, that love, you know, it ties into that joy and that love, further helping us bring in the partnership that we desire. And again, with the Virgin energy, the Virgin Mary energy, Virgo energy, giving birth to the Christ child, you know, aka Jesus, aka Yeshua. So you giving birth to your new self, your baby, your creation, which is actually your true self, your higher self in the physical world. That's definitely bringing in that higher partner for yourself. And we got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. First of all, the chemistry is happening within yourself during this transformation. During this inner this inner child work, this inner healing work, this reconstruction of the mind state, this dissolution of the ego and the power that it wants to hold on to. And likes to overlook things like that's really not a problem, but in actuality, it's a big problem. Mars burning that all away. The chemistry, the alchemy process is happening within you first. So you'll be on that same frequency and wavelength to bring in that ideal partnership for you. that's supporting, that's loving, that's nurturing, that you just click with, that you just vibe with, and that's real and true. And we got deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Who is that somebody? We got to be honest and say, even though it could manifest through other people, but we got to be honest and say it's us too. Again, Mars coming in, burning up the ego, burning up the deceptive ways that the ego likes to get over on us, thinking that everything is cool, everything is good. I can continue doing this and it'll all be good. I can continue doing that and thinking this way and everything will be good. We deceive ourselves through the ego. And again, Mars is coming in through Virgo, burning all that up. And false self-masks in your false ways and your former ways of doing things are being destroyed. So new things can come into your life, into your love life, specifically right here. Now we're about to get some clarity on stay optimistic. We got the Three of Swords. We got the Eight of Swords. And we got the Ten of Cups. So just like the cards say, stay optimistic about your love life. Don't let the past circumstances keep you in a state of fear and illusion and paralysis on making moves necessary to bring in the love that you want for yourself. Stop believing that it's over for you in love and you'll never find that perfect person and things like that. And continue to heal and purify yourself with Virgo and Mars, with Mars and Virgo. Get out of staying stuck in this state that love is no good for you and it won't happen for you, even though you tried and you've waited for it. Again, divine timing is at play. Stop feeling powerless when it comes to love. You only feel powerless when you're operating under ignorance and not seeing what's really the big picture of what you're actually doing wrong. That's keeping you from experiencing the love that you want. That's blocking you from being in the connection that you want to be in. Because the power is all in you. You know, she's not really trapped by anything. She can slip out of these these bands right here, then take the blindfold off, then just walk right out of this little fake barricade that the ego puts up for us and that we don't even realize is a barricade. And then we go right to the Ten of Cups. Everything that you deserve in love, your ultimate fulfillment. 10 cups strong. And you started with 2 cups. And these 2 cups were from actually yourself, being whole within yourself first. Doing the alchemy work with just the 2 cups. Because remember, in the 5 of Cups card, it's 3 in front that's spilled, but it's 2 upright behind the man. So taking those 2 cups, doing the alchemical work, feeling good within yourself first, and making necessary adjustments to being a higher love frequency and vibration and energy. And you want to bring that into your life. The ultimate love fulfillment. Even when you thought that you would never experience it. Bottom of the deck, we got the 6 of Swords. So this is you moving away from that negative way of thinking about love. Those negative emotions lingering in the love department in your life. Feeling like you'll never obtain the love that you truly want. You're moving away from all that and going towards the love that you want to experience. Now we're about to clarify children. It's a little bit too many. We got the Three of Wands. And we got the Hierophant reverse. So this is going back to, again, inner child work and really feeling disappointed as a child. You know, this is you're really hoping for something, really wanting something to happen for you as far as a display of love from somebody else that you've been waiting on and you really want to experience, and it didn't come in like you wanted to. So really healing that aspect in your inner child work as far as disappointment in loving connections, not coming in for yourself. That really stuck with you. In the Hierophant reverse, this is like getting over doubting that spirit will bring you the love connection that you're looking for based on disappointments in the past. Whether if it's about when you were a child, or with not bringing in the right partnerships that you would hope to have, and it all stems from childhood. You know, really bringing that disappointment energy forward, really growing in disappointment energy. Because you're expecting it. It's like you're expecting the worst in your love situation. Well, you were, I should say. But again, Mars is burning up all that ignorance. And you're healing your inner child so you can bring in the loving connection that you want for yourself. Bottom of the deck, we got the Five of Wands. So yeah, all the shit that's underneath the surface, all the energetic blocks, and a big block of that, what the cards are saying is disappointment of the past. You really got to get over that. That's the hurdle. That's a big hurdle right now in your love area, in the love department. Getting over this hurdle of disappointment in the future when it comes to love, because that's an illusion as well. That's ignorance as well. Now we're about to clarify chemistry. Oh, and with thinking about the worst case scenario and thinking that you can't bring the love into your life that you want, that's deception. That's speaking to this deception card as well. You're deceiving your own self. Your mind is deceiving you. Your ego is deceiving you. That's not true. Again, stay optimistic about your love life, because it's coming in for you. Now we're about to clarify chemistry. We got the Three of Cups. So again, doing the alchemistry of our inner emotions, our inner cups, correcting our emotions, our subconscious mind when it comes to love. We are creating the circumstances. We're in co-creation with ourselves, our spirit, our energy, and source and the divine to bring in this great union for ourselves, this great partnership. I know it's three people right here, but this is signifying you, this other partner, and source, God, whatever you want to call it, in perfect co-creation with each other. There's going to be beautiful times ahead in love, especially with the Sun card again. A meaningful connection, the highest fulfillment in your love connection. The support system, the person to talk to, the person who understands you with this chemistry card, etc. They check all the boxes for you. Bottom of the deck, we got the Star. So this is a renewal of you feeling optimistic about your love life, and this new connection coming in is a wish fulfillment, a dream, truly a dream come true, especially with the Ten of Cups. I mean, you got a wish fulfillment card with the ultimate love card in the minor arcana, I should say, but it's still an excellent love card, one of the best cards in the deck. This Ten of Cups. The ultimate love fulfillment, the ultimate wish fulfillment. Everything that your soul is crying out to experience in a connection with these two vases of water right here. You're pouring it out to the universe to create it for yourself. And you're also creating it within yourself, within your DNA structure. Your whole frequency is rising and your energy is rising. And you're going to experience the best potential outcome in the love department, in all areas, but especially in love. You know, it's going to be an abundance of high vibrational love energy. So now we're about to conclude the reading with some guidance and messages from Spirit. And also for some of y'all, maybe in a twin flame situation or just wanting to reconnect with somebody from the past, have a reunion with that special somebody that you've always wanted. That's on the table as well with the Star right here. In the Three of Cups. So some of y'all will be getting this reunion with that special person that you always kept in sacred space and kept in your heart. That is actually good for you. So if that resonates with you, you got that potential on the board as well. So now we're about to get some guidance and messages from Spirit. we got a child's love. Bottom of the deck, we got be proud. A child's love, the love between a parent and child, is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. So again, with this inner child work, inner child healing, and especially with the star imagination as a child, the imagination of a child, but enhanced through the brain and mind of a full-grown spiritual adult, anything is possible for you. And there's a lot of emphasis on anything being possible for you in your love life as well. Because, a lot of us, we've been through the ringer when it comes to love. A lot of disappointments, a lot of pain, a lot of illusions. But we're healing all that through Virgo and Mars in Virgo. Transformation to higher energetic frequency and childlike state of mind and state of being. Anything is possible. It is important to think positively at this time, especially in Virgo season, so we can give birth to the thoughts that we want to see happen into our world. And again, birthing our new Christ itself. And having the love for that, let that have a huge impact in your life. Like, love birthing the new version of yourself. That's really going to help things as well. And nurture it as well. And we got to be proud. It's time to celebrate all that you've achieved, all that you are, and all that you will become. Every once in a while, it's important to stop and acknowledge what you've achieved and to be proud. So be proud of where you came from. Be proud of the whole gruesome process. Be proud of sticking in there, staying persistent, even though when life knocks you down. Be proud of getting back up when you think you ain't had nothing left. And be proud of who you are becoming and what you are to become in the future. And it's time to show your stuff, with Mars and Virgo. Again, burning up the negative aspect of the ego and being in a healthy state of self-importance. It's time to be strong in who we truly are. Be proud of who we spiritually truly are. Underneath all the bullshit, underneath all the darkness, underneath all the deception that the ego likes to create to make us feel safe. Be proud of making this new jump. And the peacock, it's kind of a show-off animal. It's a beautiful animal. And it knows it's beautiful. It displays its feathers when it can, and especially when it's time to. So when opportunity knocks, it's time to show what you got, however that resonates with you. And Mars is giving us a healthy boost of confidence and strength to do so. So that concludes your reading. If it resonated with you, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you need your own personal reading from it, my contact info will be in the description. Until next time.